Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This show is Skin Red Fox. Come back with another episode of Let's Play Crusader Kings 3, The Bronze Age Reborn. As we're continuing on our start as Sparta, and now we have, obviously, if you have not watched the last couple episodes, we have formed the Empire of Achaia. I believe that was 2 episodes ago from the current one that's being recorded, and we are still trying to work our way up into the north. We have a few people that's going to be a little bit of a problem for us. We have Sidgroy, Macedon, Doria, and Aetolia, which I think Aetolia should be kind of beatable, you know, at some point. Like, I mean, they only have 4,900 something troops, so maybe now's actually a good time to go for them. Just start chipping away at them because that's really what's going to come down to. It's just us being able to chip down a few pieces. It does look like we're going to need some prestige for that. Let's see if there's another way to go to war with them. Uh, mm, there are a few pieces. Maybe we can go for these islands. Keflonia, I think, might actually be pretty good to go here. Let's do that. Let's go after these islands. I think mostly because the islands are going to be probably the most annoying to deal with, if I had to guess. Um, yeah, I think it's just because they're annoying. Like nobody really wants to deal with island hopping and stuff like that. And there is no land bridge, it doesn't look like, going from this one to this one, so that's also kind of annoying, but I think it's fine because their capital is right here, so that should make things a little bit easier in that regard. So let's go ahead and let's start it on up. It shouldn't take us long. It's going to be a lot of people saying yes, and then I mean, he doesn't have a ridiculous amount of troops, so there is that. Like, we should be pretty good with going after him. No, we do not need a concubine. They keep offering that. Like, I keep wondering, like, what's the point? Like, there would be no like benefit for me to actually have any of those because we don't really want any more men. We don't want any more. Actually, we will take in Provident. I don't mind the reduction in taxes there. But yeah, I don't understand, like, because we have more men, it's actually just straight up bad for us. So I don't see there being a reason as to why they would want us to. I don't know why. Maybe the game's just trying to do that to us. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's not really going to be that bad, being that we have an empire. But they keep offering it to us, and I just keep wondering, like, why? Like, there's no point anymore. But whatever. Not really that worried about it. Because we still only have one daughter, so our wife really does need to like. We really do actually probably need to get. Well, you know what? We're gonna keep trying to have a son with her, and if it doesn't end up working out, we do have the daughter, so that there is that. But hopefully, best case scenario. Let me just make sure there's nothing crazy here. Drunkard. I mean, yeah, there's nothing like holding your back, gregarious, sadistic, honest. Some weird traits, honestly, but nothing that's gonna like. Nothing that's gonna be bad. Like nothing that's gonna reduce the chance of her having a kid. So I'm just gonna kind of the foolish. That's funny, being that I'm like stomping everybody I go to war with. Let us wait for this person to get their two. Let's let these two get their holdings, and now we'll march our guys up here. This should be a pretty easy battle. Okay, we do have a cousin of ours actually go to war with us, which is interesting. That's a very bold choice, really. I don't see how she thinks she's gonna win that. Hmm. Let's go back up here and let's re cover these two pieces right here. Should not take us long at all. These people really are just like the war score is not like going in our favor at all, which is kind of a shame. I guess they're gonna make us go after one of these provinces right here, so we might as well just take this one. And the problem with this is that this war is taking so long that this is like almost to the point where we're losing, which is kind of what's got me concerned. It's like how are we supposed to like actually beat them if you're never going to, like, let me get to the 100% here. So, yeah, they're almost there. Like, what are they going for, actually? Oh, so our cousin's the leader of Crete, which is just, like, about as inconvenient as possible. So they're actually strong. Like, that's the problem. They actually can beat us. Golly, and they are just running roughshod over, like, all of our pieces of land right now. That's wild. I think they might actually just get it because we can't, like, come back in time to. Yeah, we just can't come back and beat them in time. Wow. So they just. I kind of underestimated Crete there. Okay. Hmm. Well, it is. I guess the one good thing is it is only one piece of land, and there's no guarantee that we would have beat them anyway, just because of how strong they are and because of where we were at and everything. There's no guarantee that that would have went our way, but we'll continue. We'll just continue, like, monitoring that and just see if we have to do something differently with Crete later on. Um, we have 4 holdings that need to be feudalized, which is fine. I guess I forgot that these are all going to be tribal holdings as well. I should have noticed that by, like, when I was sieging these places over here, but that's fine as well. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so that means we do have one piece of land. We'll go ahead and feudalize that one for ourselves and let the rest of them figure it out for themselves. Okay, beautiful. Next thing, we do have this one piece up here. We are just going to conquer it because, I mean, it's just one piece of land. I don't foresee this being a big problem. Is this just one province? It is one province. So what we're going to do, we're going to set up our guys right here to raise. And because this one is the bigger one, we are going to go for them first. Offer military assistance? Sure, why not? We're not going to call anybody to war here. I just don't see us needing to. Factions, we do have one dissolution faction with just one guy who I think's been in, like, the dissolution faction for, like, a long, long time. So we're just going to kind of ignore him for the time being. There's our 100% on that piece of land. And that'll leave us going after this guy over here. I believe this person here only has this one piece, so we're just going to give both these pieces to her and let her just kind of rule over these, like, stranded northern provinces that we don't really have any need for. Does she actually have a feudal holding? She does have one. So she's going to have one feudal and 2 tribals, which it should be fine. Okay, and then there's the 100% there. Enforce it. We will go ahead and grant her that as well. And wonderful. Let us go ahead and march down. I guess these people were at war with them beforehand. So that's gotta been what happens. Oh, looks like Aetolia split apart, which is good for us. Means it's just easier for us to take later on. Soaring ambition. Let's do that. Let's see. We are going to ransom off this person here. We're going to go over here and attack this person. Okay, sure. We'll give you that piece of land for that holy order. I guess the problem with the holy orders in this is that I don't think there's that many places around me that I can actually use them, use them in wars for. Like, there's just not a lot of land. Oh, athletic is a good one to get there. Let me see. Is this person? Maybe we can actually use it against him. Yeah, Proto-Hellenic. That's actually someone we can actually use him against. So let's do that. I don't really want to use all of my troops for that. Yeah, I mean, not all my troops, all my piety for that. I kind of want to just leave that be for now. Decline. We'll do this one. Alright, enforce demands there. Get that out the way. Disband all. Do have one more of these to get. That's beautiful. We're going to probably go all the way to strategist. I think we've just been here long enough, so we're just going to commit to that, I think. Okay, and Royal Court. Let's see what we have here. Purify with fire. Good, because that means we can get some piety off of that. Fur pelt isn't bad. And it says that we're still low on this, so let's see what we can do here. Prestige is fine, but no. Yeah, we'll do that. Also do that one. We'll do these two as well. I mean, it's going to be take a little bit of a hit to our monthly, but it's really not that bad. We're still getting quite a bit. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, there we go. Because we're getting so much gold a month anyway, I'm not too worried about gold being an issue here. We're rocking and rolling here. So now the next question here, we do have sway. See if we can't actually seduce her would probably be the let me see. I'm gonna let this one run its course, and I'm probably just gonna end this. It's not swayed. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and abandon that. Let's do that. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're gonna look at everything that's going over here. So Ayatollah is actually like super small now, so we can probably just go to war against them, I believe now. We're not going to go for the Deshur Kingdom. If we can go for more, we're going to. We're going to go for this one right here for 80, which is relatively low, all things considered. We don't have any factions anymore, so I don't know if that guy might have died who was in that faction for like the longest time. So we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing over here. I don't foresee us having any trouble here. Content, we are going to keep content because I'm not going to go up on stress for that. Send a gift, accept your gift. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll take 150 gold. We are currently sitting at 1371, so we're starting to get to the point where we're just like raking in cash now. We're at 16 per month with full troops raised. Military engineer is by far the best there, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. I only like kind of like briefly looked over what traits they were offering me there on that, but we're gonna decline that. We don't need anything right now. Okay, there we go. And hopefully that kind of helps with having the kid because we really do need a son. Okay, yeah, we went ahead and it's one of those like, oh Lord, what happened? Okay, I didn't know what was going on right there. I was like, how are we losing that? We had way more troops than they did. I think maybe somebody was coming from like the ocean and joined in our battle, and like I guess like the battle morale went down because of that. I don't know, but yeah, I was starting to get nervous. I was like, how is that even possible? But good. Okay, so that's Ayatollah pretty much done. They have some places up here. They got a little bit right there. These guys are relatively weak too with the young king, so there's actually a good chance that we just take this. And I think I'm gonna go for Taifea up here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go for these pieces of land up here because these are in the mountains, so these are gonna be like pretty good strategic points for us later on because they'll bottleneck in these areas. That'll make them easier to track and keep up with whenever they're trying to move around if they try to go to war with us later on. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to raise everybody that we have up here. Oh, and we do have another war that's going against us. Wow, we actually had two people join, so there we go. We have, let's see. So it's this guy, it's Doria. Okay, interesting. We're going to call these two people and just burn through a little bit of the renown um, to help us with the defensive war. Not really the offensive war. I'm not too worried about these guys over here, but this I don't really want to get surprised with and get jumped on. Chast is actually pretty good there, I think. Oop, and we do have another slot for a black boar hide, which should help a little bit. I think that's with prestige, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it's going to do. I think it's going to help with our prestige. Steward, there we go. Oh, they weren't linked together. I was wondering, like, how's that war so close? And that was why, because my troops weren't linked, and they were. Oh man, another war. So three wars all of a sudden come out of nowhere. Living off lands. That one doesn't really help me a whole lot because it's for raiding. It doesn't really actually help me with anything else. We will call these guys as well. I don't know where's this war at. Oh, and they have 10,000 troops. My goodness. Okay, interesting. What? So where are they from, though? I guess is the question. Like, where is their actual like? Hmm. We'll banish them. I was thinking about maybe giving them the gold there, and that might actually have been like the better choice overall. Just be honest with you, probably should have done that, but I mean, it's one of them things. It's kind of tough to just be like, no, we're gonna just give you money, give you 1,500 gold there. What we're gonna do though, we are going to raise up this. We're going to raise up the Holy Order. I think. Is there a special one that we can do? We're gonna hire this guy here for 1,000, and we'll also just buy these guys as well. We're just gonna like kind of like shit. We're gonna just throw out some money here to get this war out of the way. I don't want this one to last long. Okay, whoa, and we have a lot of stuff going on here. So we do have a few of these people to pick here. We got a whole bunch of land from somewhere. Where did the land come from? Hold up. I'm trying to find it. Looks like a lot of it came over here. We have some over here. We'll give this lady that piece of land. There's nothing up there to give. Let's. No, that's actually our capital. Never mind, I can't do that. Hmm. Let us go ahead and give this out to somebody who is older. Actually, give it to someone who's younger. There we go. Oh, we've already got 9 out of 10. I'm glad I paid attention to that because if not, we would have been really in trouble there. All right, and we're going to march our guys over here to attack this person. And Another war, of course. Why wouldn't there be? It's also Crete again, which I'm kind of curious. What are they going for this time? Just another piece of this another singular piece of land. That's very interesting. Okay, so we're going to enforce demands here. We're going to white piece this one. Amazing. Okay. And on that note, that's where we're going to stop this right here because we have two wars to worry about. We have this one over here, and then we also have Crete also going for another piece of land. So we're going to stop it there. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like in the section below. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe to my channel. It helps out a lot, and it means a great deal. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.